Welcome to Awaken Within with Master Ernie T. This particular video and episode is about a follow-up on the topic of my program, Awaken Within. Now, I've had a few videos out there, I should say shorts, and also reels, and some of you want more information, so that's what this is all about. So, what is Awaken Within? Well, let's start off with the disconnection that we have. You know, most of us are walking around totally disconnected. We don't even know it, right? You've heard me say this thousands of times on my videos, right? But we become disconnected, right, because of just way too much stress in our lives, right? And a lot of us also struggle with anxiety, depression, PTSD, and substance use disorder. The substance use disorder comes out is because we're looking for some kind of relief. Prolonged stress eventually is going to have to come out some way. It either goes within depression or it comes out in anger, okay, or looking for relief from substance use disorder, but it also comes out where it disconnects the body in so many different ways and gives us so many bad habits. Our breath becomes shallow, right? We breathe with our mouth open, right? Which is not good for you at all. We have bad sleeping habits. We have negative thinking, right? Continuous reels of negative thinking, right? We have bad movement. It literally comes out in our movement. Our movement is very choppy and stiff. Our gait isn't good, right? Our sleeping is affected as well. And these all have to do with our disconnection from ourselves. So the Awaken Within program is really about connecting you back, right? Connecting the dots, the mind and the body and the spirit and the breath realigns you. It's powerful stuff. It really, really is. On top of this is going to help you with your stability, your core. It will give you much more of a calming awareness, an inner awareness, okay? It's going to give you so much more balance and flexibility. Some people would say it sometimes looks like martial arts. It could, you know. Sometimes it could look like yoga or qigong or tai chi. It could, right? We use the concepts from all of these things. But what makes it the difference is that we combine things. When we combine the intention and mind and focus, the meditative mind, with the breath, in the flow of movement and timing, is where when we move, we breathe at the same time, and we begin our breath in the beginning of the movement, and we end the breath at the end of the movement before we go back into the flow. And it also does give us more of a flow in our whole body. We feel so much better, right? So it's very, very powerful when you connect the rhythm and the timing, all right, with our mind, body, and spirit connected. You'll feel so much better. Now, I have also some notes that I wrote down to make sure that you know a little bit more about this, and I didn't want to forget about this. There are three different ways basic ways that we do this in our practice. And that is, one, by using the body movement. Just plain empty hands, moving and flowing through some of the exercises that I put you through, right? And it's using the legs, the arms, okay, everything. Sometimes on the floor, sometimes standing. It's a beautiful flow that we will teach you. The second, we use a tool that will connect you to yourself as well, okay? Because you will connect to this tool, and it's called the Joe. The Joe is a short staff, a wooden staff that we use, and we have it in our hand, and we move with it, manipulate with it, we connect with it, right? Again, it's not combative, okay? And again, we use it to flow and connect with. And then we use another tool, and it's called the AWAKEN, which is a Japanese wooden sword. Now, I just want to remind you that it's not martial arts, so there'll be no cutting and screaming and yelling and all of that. It has a beautiful flow. Matter of fact, one of my top students that have been with me for a long, long time, and also an assistant instructor for me, Miss Diane Catancero, has a video out there I'm sure you've seen. You can see the beauty and the flow of this, and the combination of the breath, okay, and the flow of the sword, and the balance, and everything that has to do with getting you back to connection for sure. So that is pretty much the overall idea of the Awaken Within program. Now you can try a class next week because it's free, but we teach these classes 2 times a week, and that is every Monday at 6:45 at Hirschhof's Museum across the street, okay? And that's 26 Burnside Street, all right? Just wear loose clothing. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Have an open mind and be ready for a nice, soothing class. We start off with meditation and we move on to that. We'll also use music and also dim lighting. So I think you'll enjoy the Awaken Within program on Monday nights. Also, if you are an early bird like me, we also have a class every Friday morning at 7 a.m. Okay, this is at 3 Peter Street in Bristol at Ultimate Defense Studio, martial arts studio. All right, so you want to check that out. Same thing goes, right? We will be there, small private classes. I should say small private group classes. It's not, hundreds of people there. I think you'll really, really enjoy it. And of course, these are the tools I also use, besides many more, when I work with someone on a one-on-one basis, right? So I get deeper on certain things, all right? But we also will sometimes use tapping, pressure points, and on. So many different modalities I use when I work with a one-on-one client also that struggles with disconnection, right? So that is the Awaken Within program. I hope to see you there either Monday nights, okay, or on Friday mornings. And don't forget, next week we have a whole week full of free classes. But if you're looking for the Awaken Within program, I hope to see you next Monday night or next Friday morning. Enjoy your day. Stay healthy.